The city of Cascade, Idaho is a great jump-off point for accessing hundreds of miles of backcountry roads in the Boise National Forest, located just minutes away from downtown. Mountain roads are a perfect place to ride ATVs and side-by-side utility terrain vehicles. On a Saturday in early July, we went for a ride with some locals to one of their favorite mountain destinations, the Lucky Lad Mine. The old gold mine is very remote, located at almost 9,000 feet and surrounded by the 2.3 million acre Frank Church River of No Return wilderness in central Idaho.
I love it. To look every direction and all you can see is mountains, that's the greatest thing in the world to me. And there's so many places around this area like that.
Our group drove on pavement to Landmark, a Forest Service outpost an hour east of Cascade. We unloaded the UTVs and then rode 30 miles over 4.5 hours to reach the mine.
It's a corridor into the wilderness. It's not that common, you know, to have something that we can get this far back into the backcountry, and you know, you just can't do that in a lot of places. You get to see a lot of country that most people have no idea is here.
The narrow forest road might better be described as a goat trail that winds through gnarly mountain terrain. It's remarkable to imagine that the primitive road was built with a one-way plow, pulled by several teams of horses in the early 1900s.
Well, you can catch some of the flavor of how hard people used to work in earlier decades.
Our group had to work a little harder than expected, clearing green or dead trees that had gotten blown across the road on the way in. Willy and Dave had chainsaws all gassed up and ready to go in the back of their UTVs. They cut the trees, and our group cleared the timber off the road. The riders hope that the Forest Service can step up its maintenance of the road to ensure long-term access.
Quite a sense of accomplishment to actually be the first group to make it in here this summer. A little bit of work along the way to pioneer through all the downfall and you know, endure a little bit of change in the weather, but yeah, it makes you feel pretty good that you made it.
When our group finally made it to the mine, Dave Saxton chopped up some firewood and made a quick fire to warm up his daughter, Cedar, and the rest of us. Saxton points out that it's important to be prepared for clearing timber or mechanical breakdowns on a remote mountain ride.
No, that's part of the adventure. You're going to be cutting wood. It's no fun if you can get somewhere too easy. You learn to be self-reliant when you come back this far. You better have a lot of tools and everything you need to either stay the night or fix yourself and get back out.
We took a few minutes to tour the Lucky Lad Mine, a gold mine that was developed in the early 1900s.
There's not a lot of documented history on the Lucky Lad Mine. They did extract ore from here, endured quite a bit of hardship to do that. It was taken out on horseback and mule at first, and then the road was created at a later date.
What's neat today, Julian says, is to be able to ride to such a remote outpost surrounded by one of the nation's largest wilderness areas. In fact, the ride may be unique in the nation to go that deep into a wilderness area.
The uniqueness of this area is that this particular mine sits within the boundaries of the Frank Church River of No Return wilderness. So there's a motorized opportunity to come way back into the center of Idaho here, and not a lot of other inhabitants for miles and miles around.
Oftentimes, Willy and Dave see wildlife on the ride to the Lucky Lad, particularly elk, maybe a black bear, and certainly deer can be seen along the way. These side-by-side trail machines are the vehicle of choice for the smoothest ride on gnarly backcountry roads.
Oh yeah, their side-by-sides are just way more comfortable to ride on these rough roads and pickups. It's still got good suspension, it's tough, reliable. Yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
Wade Hine is riding a 60-inch Polaris side-by-side now to smooth out the ride.
I love it. I love it. We used to ride, my wife and I used to ride four-wheelers all the time, but she said, if I'm going with you, you're going to get a side-by-side. So.
The Cascade guys try to ride somewhere different in the mountains every weekend. There are so many places to go, so many roads to explore. They look forward to the next adventure.
This is what we do. I mean, This is an every weekend, whenever we have a free day, we do this.
It's awesome. Cascade, it's got, a little bit of everything. We try to go out every weekend somewhere different, whether it's in McCall or up here, or just try to get in the outdoors and get away from the hustle and bustle and get to the backcountry.
Thousands of miles of forest roads and trails await in the Boise National Forest. Cascade has multiple RV parks and Lake Cascade State Park, where people can stay overnight. Or there are deluxe rooms at the Ashley Inn. See the Cascade Chamber of Commerce website for more information, and have a great ride.